Hey y'all! So I have a couple of extra options now available for mobile ordering that I wanted you to take a look at today. So this would supplement my video for the summer training where I showed you the different options where students could place their own orders, a teacher could fill out lunch counts, a roster system that could be used. So basically, I think these two templates would work best for like a hybrid type situation, maybe where you have like half of the kids coming to school 2 days a week and then the other half a different 2 days a week, and maybe like one day in between for cleaning or whatever when 100% are remote. So that would be a good option. And I have an option where you can offer a little bit of a selection so that the kids kind of pick what they want from a couple different choices. I also have an option where you just have like a straightforward menu and they're pretty much saying if they want it or if they don't want it. So let's take a look. So your first one here, and it's using that heat at home. I actually made a logo that kind of goes along with that guide that we had made that had all the cooking instructions, storing instructions, and portions. So if we scroll over here, I have one that has heat at home choice and heat at home no choice. So we'll look at the choice option first. So put it in preview mode. So with my choice option, you can at the top just kind of indicate some of the details you'd want to cover, how many pickup times and days there would be, the location, the prices. You'd have your contact information, and then you'd collect the parent's email address. You would just select that the week that they actually want to pick up that food. So I kind of have it set up for all of September right now, so they can't order any further than the month of September. They would plug in an email address, guardian full name, phone number, student name, student PIN. You would just fill out which school their children attend or that their child attends. And then for that child, they would just pick out what their child wants for each day of the week because they'd be getting a 5-day supply of food. So we have lunch here, breakfast here, so we have a couple options. They agree that they have placed this order by a certain time, so they met your deadline. If there's any food allergies, and then I also right here have a link to a live and constantly updating version of the heat at home instructions. So that is what that one looks like. So that is our choice order form if we're going to give the families a couple of choices to choose from for each child. So once again, under this order form, they would be submitting one request per child. So that's how this one would work. It's basically that way because they'd have to select what choices that specific child wants for that week. All right, so we'll take a look at option 2. That would be our no choice order form. Put it in preview mode. All right, so the top is like very similar, except for the fact that I'm telling them that they can actually fill this one out for all of their children because they're pretty much saying I either want meals or don't want meals. So if they're a family, all their kids are getting meals or all their kids are not getting meals. So we have our September menu here at the top. And we have it kind of listed out by week and what we are offering as the 5 breakfast items for week 1, 5 lunch items for week 1. And you can see that we did that for all the different weeks here. So we're collecting a lot of the same information. We want their email address, which week they're ordering for. And here you'd actually fill in the pickup date as well. Parent and guardian full name, phone number, the school that the children attend, so they can actually check off multiple schools. And then we're just asking that they put the student's name, grade, and the school they attend, and the PIN if they know it, kind of in parentheses here. So I give the example, they can write Mike Smith, he's in 2nd grade, school 1, and if they know the PIN, they can write that as well. Again, they check off that they agree that the order was placed in time for that upcoming week. And they're just filling out here that they fully understand that they're getting 5 days of breakfast and lunch. So they can't just say, oh, I only want 3 or something. No, it's like 5 or nothing. according to this order form. If your district does something a little bit differently, that's where we can make changes to this order form because it's truly just a template. We also have a question about food allergies, other comments, and again, the link to the heat at home instructions. So those are your other two options. And keep in mind, these are like totally customizable. And what I've been kind of figuring out is like the best option in creating these forms. So I'll show you how I have it set up for myself. So I have it set up as like a mobile ordering folder. I have all of your accounts set up as folders, and this is shared between Olivia and I, also Jared and Joe, if they need to jump in and help out at some point. I have all my templates, and then I have all my accounts. So if we are setting you up with a form, we are just making it active and we're plugging in the template that you want to use, copying it over, so you have a copy in there, and we're sharing it with all of us so that we can all jump in and help you as the food service director should you need help with your form. So we can all see that same form, we can all make edits to it so we can kind of work together on it. I've been finding in working on these so far that the best method in kind of setting these up, because you guys all seem to have your own little method of how food is going to be served in September in your districts, would be actually setting up a Zoom call between either Olivia or me, you as the food service director, the operations manager would be invited, and we will basically talk about your serving situation, pick out what form we think is best to start with, and then make all the modifications there. And I'll actually just kind of share my screen just like this so that you can see exactly what I'm doing so that we make it exactly what you want it to be. So you're kind of off the hook with trying to modify these templates on your own should you not feel comfortable with it. So that is basically my last presentation on mobile ordering. So the method at this point in getting these set up is to just email me to schedule a Zoom call. Maybe if you have a template in mind that you think you will work, you can reference it in that email, but we'll jump on to this together and kind of figure out what will work for your program. So thank you and good luck with your start of the school year. And I hope to set a bunch of you up with Google Forms.